Welcome back everybody to Chalkboard Finances. Today's video we're going to be talking about paying off debt, and not just any debt. We're going to be talking about paying off bad debt. And you may be wondering, well, isn't all debt bad? Well, good question. We will get into that in another video. But by bad debt, I'm talking about things like credit cards, student loans, vehicle loans. That's what I am considering bad debt in today's video. So the last couple videos we've talked about creating a budget, tracking your spending, identifying budget killers, and starting your savings. So now, today, your homework assignment is to identify and list all of your debts. Maybe you have a car loan, maybe you have a student loan, and maybe you have a couple credit cards. What you are going to do is list them from your smallest balance to the biggest balance. So I took the time to make this amazing little chart here. So as you will see in this example, I listed a scenario where I have two credit cards, one with a $500 balance and the second one with a $3,000 balance, a student loan of $18,000 and a vehicle loan of $27,000. In this example, I don't really care what the interest rate is. The credit cards probably have a lot higher interest rate than the student loan or the vehicle loan. But the point is to list them out from your smallest balance to your biggest balance. And if you'll look at the very bottom, it says $300 extra in budget. So after you had gone through and tracked your spending and created your budget and identified your budget killers, you should be able to see that you have the ability to create extra savings in your budget by cutting back in expenses, or just finding ways that your money was going and you didn't even know. So what you're going to do is, now some of you may have, this is Dave Ramsey's baby step 2. He calls it the snowball method or something like that. So you're going to take your credit card number 1 and you're going to take all of the $300 and you're going to apply it towards credit card number 1, in addition to the $15 minimum monthly payment. So your total payment on credit card number 1 is going to be $315. Now these are monthly expenses. So while you're paying off credit card number 1, you're still making the minimum payments on credit card 2, the minimum payment on the student loan, and the minimum payment on the auto loan. So if you were paying $300 extra on your credit card number 1 per month, then you would have paid this off in 2 months. Now, this is where the snowball method comes in. So then you're going to take the extra $15, actually the extra $315, and you're now going to put that towards credit card number 2. So you were making a minimum payment of $35, but now when credit card number 1 is paid off, you're going to take that $315 and apply it towards credit card number 2. So now you're paying $350 towards credit card number 2. Now, in that example, if your balance was still $3,000 and you were making $350 payment per month, it would take you 8 months to pay that off, assuming there was no other interest or anything like that. So now, in the time period that you were paying off credit card number 1, you're still making the minimum payments on your student loan and your auto loan. So those balances are obviously going to be coming down while you're paying off credit card number 2. So once you've paid off credit card number 2, now you're taking that $350 payment and now you're paying it towards the student loan plus the $250. So now your monthly payment on that student loan is $600. You keep doing that. Once the student loan is paid off, then you make the extra $600 payment towards the vehicle loan. So every month you're still paying, because this all totals up to $1,000 total. You had a $700 in minimum monthly payments, but you were making an extra $300 payment somewhere because you identified in your budget that you had that extra money to go towards debt. So you're making a $1,000 payment every month, but it's just divided up between these 4. And once one is paid off, then you snowball that to the next one. So now I would imagine that it will probably get paid off quicker even than now in this example, I calculated, okay, the student loan would take you 30 months to get paid off, and the vehicle loan would then take you 27 months. So I would bet, though, that as you pay those off, you will probably see that you have more money in your budget that you can apply towards the debt than you think. So psychologically, as those balances get lower and those cards get paid off, it makes you want to then pay them off even faster. So you're going to find ways you're going to cut back on your expenses and like, okay, maybe instead of $300 extra per month, maybe I can put $400 extra per month towards these payments. I know that when my wife and I went through and tracked our debts just like this, that excitement of getting those paid off gets you motivated to do it even quicker. So you find ways to go back through your budget, cut back on your expenses. Maybe you're not eating out as much or whatever because you want to get that debt paid off. So that's what baby step number 2 is, according to Dave Ramsey. And it's that snowball method. It just keeps building and building on top of the other one. So work on that. That would be, again, your homework assignment is going through your bad debts, listing them from the smallest balance to the biggest balance, and then throwing all of the money at the smallest balance that you can to get that one paid off as quickly as possible. As soon as that's paid off, you're then throwing all that money at the next one. And you keep doing that until all of that debt is paid off. So at the end, assuming all of those credit cards, that student loan, and that vehicle loan is paid off, you now have $1,000 extra that you had been putting towards the debt and that extra $300 that you had been saving. Now you have $1,000 that you can put towards something else. We will get into that in the next video. Thanks, everybody. Keep working on your expenses and your budget, and you're doing great. We'll see you on the next video.